Hey everybody, I hope you're having an awesome day. I talked about this on the most recent episode of On Deck. If you haven't watched that show yet, please do me a favor and check it out. There's a link in the description down below. Mode shifts have now made it to the Steam Deck. Originally, when the Steam Deck came out, there was a bunch of Steam input stuff that was missing from the original implementation of Steam input when it came to the Steam controller. Well, Valve has slowly been adding that stuff back into it as they figure out the best way to make the UI work with the new layout. And I have to say, one of the things that people have been asking for a really long time, who are fans of the Steam controller, is mode shifting. Mode shifting essentially allows you to hide inputs behind other inputs on the trackpad and gyro, and it's just absolutely fantastic. So let me show you how mode shifting works on the Steam Deck and explain why you might want to use something like this on a game like, say, Borderlands 3. Here you can see that I've got my camera controlled by my right trackpad and I've got gyro enabled by pulling the left trigger. As I walk up to this chest, I can open the chest by pushing the X button, which is the default mode. That's fine, but that means that I have to move my thumb from the trackpad over to the chest. There's a better way to do it. Hit the Steam menu, go down to controller settings. Once you're in controller settings, hit edit layout. Scroll all the way down to trackpads, and then on your right trackpad, you're going to go all the way down to the very bottom, and you're going to hit mode shift. Once you've done mode shift, it's going to give us a new mode shift, which you can then set as a D-pad. Add in the buttons that you would need for your particular game. In this case, it's ABXY on that D-pad. And then in the gear icon, set it to right pad click. Then you can change your lockout directions. I usually leave it as a 4-way because that works really well without any overlap. And then as I go up to this chest, I can just push on the left side of my trackpad in order to open up my chest. I can jump with the bottom button, I can swap weapons with the top of the trackpad, and I can crouch with the right on the trackpad. This means that my thumb is always easily able to reach all 4 of the face buttons without losing camera control. Now, I will say this implementation isn't perfect. I do have to push a little harder than I would like, and there are other aspects of the trackpad control that give you access to how hard you have to push before something actually fires off. None of those controls are actually built into the mode shifting dynamic. And because of that, I don't know if I would use it yet. That being said, this is actually really cool and very, very promising, as when you play this game, being able to control the camera with very, very precise movements with the thumb, and then even more precise with the gyro, and still having access to all of the face buttons without ever taking your thumb off of the camera, is absolutely fantastic. You also don't have to be limited to doing this with only the right trackpad. You could also do this with the left trackpad in order to hide inputs underneath other inputs, which is really, really fantastic. By the way, if you're watching the gameplay right now and you think, boy, this guy sucks, leave a like. I don't actually suck this bad. I mean, I'm not great at video games, but I am currently playing this so that the camera can see it, not so I can see it, and it's kind of hard to line up my shots and stuff like that. That being said, I was still able to take out this boss, and it's really fun. By the way, if you haven't picked up Borderlands 3 yet, there is a link in the description down below, at least right now, that will take you to a fantastic Humble Bundle that includes Borderlands 3. It's a fantastic game. It runs really well. I put it on, these are ultra low settings on the Steam Deck, but it runs fantastic, maintains 60 frames per second, and you're going to get a couple of hours of battery life out of it. And this game is really, really fun. So anyway, that's how you use mode shifts in Steam Input on the Steam Deck. Let me know if you have any questions about this or any comments down below. If it's your first time here, please subscribe. From the NerdNest, I'm Bill.